Learning Task 1. To begin with, the paper is entitled as Benefits of Multilingualism in Education by Bernard Odoyo-Okal. In general, the paper's primary goals are to examine multilingualism practices, discuss general consequences of multilingualism practices, clarify some important advantages of multilingualism practices in education, and discuss the path forward for implementing multilingualism practices in education. Nevertheless, I will be focusing on the consequences of multilingualism practices, both positive and negative. Multilingualism has various consequences. The most common would be the creation of growth of lingua franca. Also, multilingualism practices creates the development of mixed languages. A possible product would be slangs. Moreover, multilingualism practices also help develop cross-linguistic communication strategies like code switching and code mixing. Such is beneficial for the second language learners since it will help them express their thoughts and ideas in the best possible way they can. This is then backed up with feedbacks from the teacher, thus enhancing the learning processes. In addition, the knowledge or more than two or more languages will allow us to communicate better with many people in both personal and professional contexts. Now, as we try to go deeper with consequences of multilingualism, we would learn that it creates diglossia. Diglossia occurs when there are two official languages, where one language can be found as the most dominant one, while the other is just a subordinate. This is prevalent in today's society, specifically in the Philippine context. This is due to the fact that despite having numerous ethnic languages, we characterize English and Tagalog as the high languages and the indigenous or ethnic languages as the low languages. We adore the English language so much that we even reach the point where we use it as a measure of intelligence, where in fact, it is not. Let us now move on into a more positive aspect of multilingualism. As many studies suggest, an individual that speaks more than one language have higher chances of acquiring intellectual flexibility and creativity than those who speak one language. Additionally, individuals who speak more than one language have a greater social adaptability. They have better thinking and reasoning skills, and they have also greater cognitive abilities. On a larger scale, in national context specifically, multilingualism helps promote national unity. Significantly, all of these would be better strengthened if we formulate appropriate language policies. In the Philippines alone, specific language policies have made a huge impact, especially in the education sector. This includes Republic Act No. 7722, the Higher Education Act of 1994, Executive Order No. 210, Department Order No. 53, Series of 1987, Constitution, and many more. Such policies help aid learners whose primary language was not English. Moreover, it ended a long-standing debate in regards with the official languages to use and of what is the Philippines' national language. As what was stated in the paper, a keen measure and clean framework would be taken into account because imposing languages As what was stated in the paper, a keen measure and clear framework should be taken into account because imposing languages to people is dangerous and may cause tensions among different ethnic and speech communities.